Okay, welcome my heroes. Today we have revision for quiz 1 in the second trimester. And I'll start giving you the answers, explaining every question here. And when I finish, I'll see if you have any problems or any questions. Okay, let's go ahead. Write the percent as a fraction or mixed number in simplest form. To solve a question like this, we need to write the 12% as a fraction. So it will be 12 over 100. Then we need to simplify it to the simplest form. And to simplify it, we will divide. You can divide by 2 and you can divide by 4. So I will divide it by 4 since I know that 12 is divisible by 4 and also 100. Now 12 divided by 4 equals 3. And 100 divided by 4 equals 25. And now 3 and 25, we don't have any common factors, so this is the simplest form. In the next question, 125%, let's do the same. So 125 over 100. And again, you can divide by any number, but as you can see here, I know that this is a mixed. I can write it as a mixed number because I see that the numerator is greater than the denominator. So to make it easier for me, I will write it as 1 and 25 over 100. And now I can divide by 25 since I see that 100 is divisible by 25. And of course 25 is divisible by itself. Don't forget to write the whole number. And 25 divided 25 is 1. And 100 divided by 25 is 4. And this is the simplest form. In the next question, write the fraction or mixed number as a percent. And to do so, we need to make the denominator 100. We have here in the denominator 5. So to make it 100, we multiply by 20. Remember the table? I told you before the numbers that we multiply to get 100. Of these numbers, 5 times 20. So we do the same with the numerator. We multiply it by 20. 3 times 20 is 60. And 5 times 20 is 100. And now we can rewrite it as a percent. We have the denominator 100. We just write the numerator 60, followed by the percent sign. So 60%. In the next question, we will do the same. We need the denominator to be 100. We have 2 in the denominator, so we multiply it by 50. Do the same with the numerator. So don't forget to write the whole number. And we have 1 times 50 equals 50. And 2 times 50 equals 100. So it will be, oh, it's not a fraction yet. So let's rewrite it as a fraction. Okay. 1 times 100 equals 100 plus 50 equals 150. Now we have 150 over 100. Let's do the same. Write the numerator, 150, followed by the percent sign. For the next question, write the decimal as a percent. Okay, this is pretty easy since it's just moving the decimal point. We will move the decimal point to the right 2 digits. Then we will put the percent sign. So it will be 76. And don't forget to put the percent sign. So 76%. Do the same for the next question. We move the point 2 digits to the right, but we have only 1 digit. So we need another digit. That's why we will put a 0 here. And it will be 160. And the point now is to the right. We don't need to write it. And don't forget to put the percent sign. For the next question, write the percent as a decimal. We'll do the opposite. So move the decimal point to the left 2 digits. If you don't have any decimal points, the decimal point is to the right here. So move it to the left 2 digits, 1, 2. So it will be to the left here. Since we don't have a whole number, so the whole number is 0. And don't forget, we remove the percent sign. In the next question, we will do the same, move it 2 digits, but we have only 1 digit, so that's why we need a 0 here. So it will be 0. We don't have a whole number, so put a 0 in the whole number. So 0.06. I will stop here to see if you have any problems. Okay, now you have the permission to use your mics. Do you have any problems?
Mr. Why? I have a question. I have a question.
Just raise your hand. If you have any questions, just raise your hand. Everyone, mics off. This is Wafi. Yes, Wafi?
Yes.
What's your problem?
How we get
Which question?
In question 4.
In question number 4, okay.
150, how we get it?
1 times 100.
Yes.
Then add it to the numerator. 1 times 100 is 100. Plus 50, 150. Okay,
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Muhammad?
Mr. In question 8, how do we get 0.06? It's supposed to be 0.8 at the 0.
Okay, remember that we remove the percent sign, then we move the point. We cancel the percent sign, then
now.
yes, we move it to the left 2
Sir,
digits.
Mr.
We have only 1 digit, so we put a 0.
I have another question. I'm Wafi. Mr. I'm going to tell you something. Mr. You see the thing that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I thought that was in the answer.
I don't know what you mean, but it's okay. Do you have any problems now, Muhammad?
The question 1, the question 2. I thought it was the
number.
number.
No. Yes, this is the number of question. Okay, I'm sorry. I should get it away from the number. And the next time I'll focus on that, inshallah. Okay, Wafi, what do you want? Wafi? Okay, Saad?
Yes, Mr. I'm Wafi.
Okay, Wafi, what's your problem again? Which
If,
question?
If it's divide, we move the decimal point left.
If we divide by 100, yes, we move it to the left 2 digits. And when we divide by 100, when we write the percent as a decimal, like questions 7 and 8. In this case, we divide by 100, so we move it to the left 2 digits. But in questions 5 and 6, we multiply by 100, so we move the point to the right 2 digits. Okay, Wafi?
Yes, thank you, Mr.
You're welcome. You can lower your hand now. Saad? And Muhammad, lower your hand. Saad?
Teacher, in question 4, we cancel the 1.
No, we didn't cancel the 1. Okay, again. For this one, I multiplied the 1 times 100. Then I added the product to the 50.
Okay.
Okay. Times down plus up.
Yes,
That's exactly what I did.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Okay, my heroes, any more problems? Okay, now let's continue. I should mute your mics again.
No, Mr. Let's continue.
Oh, but you will use your mics and I don't need you to interrupt me. Okay, now let's continue. Now for question number 9, we will rewrite 1 over 20 as a percent. So let's take it here, 1 over 20. And let's rewrite it as a decimal, as a percent because the other one is a percent. So we multiply the 20 by 5. And we'll do the same with the numerator. 1 times 5 equals 5. And 20 times 5 equals 100. So it's 5%. Now we are comparing 5% and 9%. So as you know, 5% is less than 9%. So the answer is less than. In the next question, we have 35% and 0.4. Okay, the 4/10, we need to write it as a percent. So we will move the decimal point to the right 2 digits. So this is 1 and we need another 1, so we put a 0 here. And it will be 40%. Now we're comparing 35% and 40%. So 35% is less than 40%. And of course, as you know, in question number 10, you can solve it another way by writing 35% as a decimal. If you write 35% as a decimal, it will be 35 hundredths or 0.35, and you can compare the two decimals. In question number 11, order the numbers from least to greatest. So I need to write all numbers as percents or as decimals. For this one, okay, just a second. Yes, for this one, we will write all of them as percents. You can also write all of them as decimals. But I have 2%, so I will write them as percents. Let's start with 0.5. Move the point to the right 2 digits and add a 0 because we have only 1 digit. It will be 50%. And 3/4, we need to do extra step here. We need to multiply it by 25 because 4 times 25 equals 100. So it will be 75 over 100. And now we can write it as 75%. Now let's write the order. And when you write the order, remember, you should write the given numbers. We need the least first, the smallest. The smallest here is we are comparing percents, 50%, 43%, 75%, and 28%. So the smallest is 28%. Then we have 50%, 43%, and 75%. So 43% is the smallest. Cancel it. We have 50% and 75%. So 50% is smaller. So I will write 0.5. And finally, I have 75%, which is 3/4. Okay, now I will give you the permission to use your mics to make sure that you don't have any problems with this part. Okay, if you have any problems or any questions, raise your hand. Wafi, if you don't have any problems, lower your hand. If you have any questions, raise your hand.
I have a question.
Okay, Wafi, go ahead.
Can you repeat question 11? This first question.
The whole question?
No, just the part of the 3/4.
Okay, 3/4. The denominator is 4, so we multiply it by 25. 4 times 25 is 100, and 3 times 25 is 75. 75 over 100 is 75%.
Okay, but Mr.
Yes?
In 0.5, you move the decimal point to the right. How we know that it's multiplication or division?
Okay, it's exactly like question number 5 and 6.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Hashim? Wafi, you can lower your hand.
Mr.
Yes, Hashim?
I didn't understand the question number 7.
Question number 7. Okay, in question number 7, we need to rewrite the percent as a decimal. So the first thing that you do is cancel the percent sign. Then we move the point to the left 2 digits because we need to divide by 100. Okay? Okay. Now I'll continue. I will not mute your mics, but please do not use your mics. Okay, let's continue now to question number... where is it? Where is it? It's here. Okay. Question number 12. In question 12, we need to find 30% of 60. So simply, the 60 here is the whole. And this is very important for you to understand the number that you have. Is the whole or is it the whole or the part? Here we have the whole. So we will multiply it by the percent. So it's 30% times 60. So it's 30% times 60. And 30% is 30 over 100. So it's 30 over 100 times 60. Now simplify this. You can divide by 10. So I will remove this 0 and divide the 60 by 10. It will be 6. And divide again by 10. So I can remove this 0 and I will divide the 10 by 10. And now 3 times 6 equals 18. So this is the answer. Let's do the same with question number 13. In question number 13, the 30 here, what is 120% of 30? So the 30 here is whole. So you will multiply it by the percent, 120 over 100 times 30. You can simplify it, of course. But here I see that I can remove the zeros. I can remove this 0 and this 0, dividing by 10, both numerator and denominator. And the same, remove this 0 and this 0. And now you need just to multiply 12 by 3. It will be 36. Question 14. 10% of what number is 14? And 14 here is not the whole. This number is the whole. And the 14 is part. So if you have the part and you need to find the whole, you need to divide the part by the percent. So divide 14 divided by 10%. And 10% is 10 over 100. So I will erase the percent sign from here and I will write it 10 over 100. And now simplify it. We can remove the 0 and sorry, I need to do one more step first. The step that I should do now is rewriting the division as multiplication. So it will be 14 multiplied by the reciprocal, which is 100 over 10. And now I can simplify. Remove the 0. And you need just to multiply 14 by 10. It's 140. And in question 15, 125 of what percent of what number is 50? So this is the whole and the 50 is the part. If you need to find the whole, so you divide by the percent. So let's do the same. So 50 divided by 125%. And I will write it as a multiplication. So 50 multiplied by 100 over 125. Now I need to simplify this. I will divide 100 and 125, I need to do it in another way. So I need space, but I don't have enough space. Okay, I'll continue here, no problems. I will divide this number by 25 and this also by 25. So I get 50 times 100 divided 25 equals 4, and 125 divided 25 is 5. Now simplify. 5 divide 50 and 5. Simplify them. So divide 5 by 5 equals 1, and 50 divided by 5 equals 10. So now you need to multiply 10 by 4, and 10 times 4 equals 40. Okay, now, any problems with these questions? 12, 13, 14, and 15? You're ready?
Mr. Can I say something?
If you need to ask, just raise your hand.
Mr. Yes, I'm Wafi.
Hashim?
Can you repeat? No, Wafi.
Okay, Wafi, what do you want, Wafi?
Can you repeat just the last part from 50?
Which question?
How we get 40?
How we get the 4? This 4?
40.
10 times 4. I multiplied this 10.
No, I mean,
and this 4.
How we remove 5 and 50?
We divided 50 by 5.
50 or just 10?
50, you can, okay. When you multiply fractions, you can simplify. Simplify means you can divide any number in the numerator and any number with the denominator by the common factor. And here I have 50 and 5. The common factor is 5, so I divide by 5. 50 divided 5 equals 10, and 5 divided 5 equals 1. Okay, Wafi?
Okay, Mr. In the quiz, you will give us...
Nawaf, if you have any problems, just raise your hand. I said before. Yes, Nawaf, go ahead. What do you want? Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
I'm listening.
In the exam, you will give us our worksheets that we can study.
Oh, yes. In the exam, you need to use a piece of paper to do the steps before you choose the correct answer.
No, you will give us a worksheet to revision. The revision.
What is this, Wafi? Nawaf. What is this?
There is no Mr. Revision worksheet.
This is the worksheet. Nawaf, this is the worksheet, my hero. Okay?
Okay, Mr. We print it, yes?
Yes, of course.
Question.
Guys, I said many times, do not use your mics without permission.
Mr. We print it, yes?
Yes, Nawaf, print it and solve it. And here is the solution. You will find this on Classera. Thank you. Okay, Mustafa?
Yes, teacher. Can you repeat question number 13?
Question 13?
Yes.
120% of 30. So 30 is the whole. So that's why we multiply it by the percent. The percent is 120%, means 120 over 100. We remove the zeros and we multiply. Simplify and multiply. Okay, if you are asking why 36 is greater than 30, of course, because it's 120%, it's more than 100%. Okay, Mustafa?
Okay, but how will we multiply what by what to get 36?
12 times 3.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Now can I say something?
Of course.
Mr. This, I have actually two questions. In question 15, 100 at the 4, why don't we delete, why don't we flip it?
Where?
At the question,
okay, here, 125 over 100?
Yes. Why don't we flip it?
Why we flip it?
Why don't we flip it?
I did already. It's 125 over 100. When we multiply by the reciprocal. 100 over 125. Okay, Muhammad?
Mr. And the second question at the test, are we gonna first this revise, then we're gonna start the test, or we're just gonna start the test?
Again?
At the test, are we gonna revise?
No. Tomorrow we have exam, just exam.
Yeah,
you cannot
I know.
ask
Are
anything tomorrow. If you want
exam?
to ask anything, ask me now. Okay? Okay. Nawaf, if you don't have any problems, lower your hand. And Muhammad also? Nawaf, if you don't have any problems, lower your hand. Okay, now question 16. Evaluate the expression m squared minus 1 when m equals 3. So what I will do here, I will just substitute 3 for the m. So it will be 3 squared minus 1. 3 squared means 3 times 3, which is 9, minus 1. So it will be 8. In question 17, evaluate the expression 3a plus 2b minus 6c when a equals 10, b equals 9, and c equals 4. Substitute. So I will substitute 10 for a, and 9 for b, and 6 for c. So it will be 3 times 10 plus 2 times 9 minus 6 times, sorry, I said c is 4, not 6. I'm sorry. C is 4. So this is 4. So 6 times c, 6 times 4. And now, as you know, in the order of operations, we multiply first. So we multiply first each term. So it will be 30 plus 18 minus 6 times 4, 24. And now we do the addition first, then subtraction. 30 plus 18 equals 48 minus 24. And that's equal 24. Oh, it's the same color. So the value, the numerical value is 24. Any problems with questions 16 and 17? Yes, Nawaf?
No.
Okay, Nawaf, if you don't have any questions, lower your hand.
Okay.
Now, in the next questions, we need to write the phrase as an expression. And before I answer this question, I need you to remember what you have in your book. Page, I need the page. What page is it? Just a second. 210. This table is very, very important. You need it. So back here, this is page, I said 210. So this is page 210. The table. The table, page 210, will help you to write the phrases as expressions. In question 18, 18 fewer than a number h. Fewer than means subtraction. And fewer than means that you should start with the number after fewer than. So I should start with the h. So the expression is h minus 18. In question number 19, increased by means addition. And 7 increased by a number w, so we start with the 7. And we add the w. And for this one, of course, it's correct to write W plus 7 because we can use commutative property in addition. So, for this question, if you write W plus 7, it will be also correct because you can change the order. But in question 18, you cannot change the order. In subtraction, you cannot change. No, do not ask now. Mute your mic and raise your hand. So again, my heroes, in question 18, you cannot change the order. If you write 18 minus h is wrong. But in question 19, yes, you can change the order because it's addition. In question 20, a number x divided by means division. So this is division. So it's x divided by 4. You can write it like this, x divided by 4. Or you can write it x over 4 as a fraction. And you cannot change the order in division. Okay, now questions, Nasrallah?
Mr.
Yes?
You are recording.
Yes, I'm recording the session. I will upload it to Classera today.
I have a problem in Classera. Sorry.
Okay, send to me a message on WhatsApp, tell me, and I will help you to watch the video. I will send a link to you. Wafi?
Yes, Mr. Wafi. Do we have a number
Quickly, Wafi.
We can replace the letters by numbers, or we don't have
No. You're rewriting the phrase as expression. You use what you have. If you have numbers, use numbers. If you have letters, use the letter. Okay, do not replace it. Do not substitute. Saad?
Teacher, I didn't understand question number 20.
Okay, in question number 20, divided by means division. So it's x divided by 4, and you can write it x over 4 as a fraction.
Teacher, you write z divided by 4.
No, it's not z, it's x. I will fix it again. It's x, not z.
Yes, it's x.
Okay.
Teacher, Muhammad? I write it both, or I write only one?
No, only one. Muhammad?
Okay. Mister, what are the numbers like that? Any number. What are the things that you say fewer, increases, divide?
Page 210 in the book.
What are, no, I know, Mister. Mister, I know, but what are the numbers that start the letters? Start the letters, not the numbers.
Okay, like fewer than. Okay, I'll go here. For subtraction, subtracted from means you will start with the number after subtracted from. Minus, you will start with the number before minus. Difference of, you start with in the same order. Less than, you start with the number after less than. Decreased by, you start with the number before decreased by. Fewer than, you start with the number after fewer than. And take away in the same order.